Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 28th of April 2020. It's nice to be with you today. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot for today's reading. So I'm just going to shuffle them a few times. These readings are for all signs of the zodiac. They are for everyone who watches. Okay. The World, that's always good. It's the last card of the major arcana, so it's a sense of completion. Then we have the Moon in reverse, and we have the Nine of Swords. So the World is the end of the Fool's journey. You have completed and overcome all the difficulties of life. So you've been married and divorced and had children and see them grow up and leave the house, and you've personally discovered your life purpose and you're currently living it, and you've come to terms with your mistakes and everything that a life is. These things around the circle, we've got the bull, which represents earth, the lion is fire, eagle is air, and the human being is water or spirituality. And that's what she's covered in. She's totally vulnerable because she realizes there's strength and vulnerability. There's such strength and vulnerability. If you actually tell someone the truth, you'll be amazed how they react. I mean, the obvious example is coming out to your parents. You don't know how they're going to react. And I read these books before and all these dreadful horror stories. I was scared half to death before I came out. And then you say it. Or an addiction. You know, any secret that you keep hidden, secrets make you sick. And when you're able to articulate something like, I'm in love with you, or, yeah, I'm gay, or this is who I am, and it changes the dynamic of the relationship. She's been through all of that and realized that she has to be herself. That's the only way to be free. Otherwise, she's in a prison of these people. She's not protected by them. It's a big difference whether you're locked up in this wreath or whether you're so free that you create this wreath around you, which is what she's doing, to protect herself and wrap it all up nicely. And she's transcended the world's problems. So she's over it. She's like, got the bigger picture in mind. She's looking at the end goal. This is like a very smart lady. Okay, so you see things. We've got loads of swords here as well. So thinking is a definite theme, and your intuition and a sense of balance within. Now the moon is the 18th card of the major arcana, and that's in reverse. So major arcana cards are big fundamental archetypal themes in our life, and we've got the full moon here, the dogs or the coyotes howling at the moon, the wolves, and this lobster emerging from the depths, and a path going into the distance, but you have to go past these patrol towers. So there's a fearful energy here, mysterious. You don't see things the way you usually would, because there's this big moon in the sky and it can be eerie. It can feel very strange, like you're exposed and vulnerable. Again, that's a theme. So communication and vulnerability. You may feel trapped by that. Am I vulnerable? Do I communicate? Or do I walk the path? This card is in reverse. So there's no fear. You are walking the path. So there's no choice when it's in reverse, because this is now the sun. It's your solar plexus chakra. You've got your heart chakra above it, your throat chakra, and down here you have the sacral chakra orange, and then the root chakra red. Okay, so you're in control. You know you're going on the path, so that's not even a question. So you know you're in balance within yourself. You make yourself vulnerable and you're moving forward, and that is the way that you're going to be able to stop worrying and actually use these swords to cut yourself free. By taking your arms and moving them up and down against the swords, you'll be able to cut yourself free. The swords represent your own ideas. So rub your ideas together to see what you come up with. That's a really good idea for freedom. So brainstorming a little bit. Also decisions, very impactful today, 2 major arcana cards. So if you make a big decision, if you free yourself of something that's been keeping you caged or trapped, anything in your life where you feel like, I can't be myself here and I'm feeling like I can't breathe, you're able to really release that and go on a journey which you usually would be terrified of. So like the uncertainty of leaving a partner, you know, you really come to the realization that you're no longer in love with this person. You still have love for the person, but you're not in love. And then you have to decide, am I going to leave because of some notion that I have that I'm going to meet some big love in my life and that's what I think I deserve? So that's option A. Or do I think, okay, I'm just going to have to put up with this and this is the best I can do and I'm going to stay in this relationship? It's really quite difficult because leaving then is uncertain. What if you leave and you never meet anyone again? Well, only you can decide that. But for example, you could say, I will embrace the uncertainty and my independence. That would feel better to me than this situation I'm in now, for example. So you're all together. You can really trust yourself. You're in control. Your vulnerability is your strength. I'm trying to put this, yeah, you know, sometimes like when you write to a publisher or something and they're quibbling about the details and you really just lay down what the reality is as far as you're concerned. And you really just, it kind of, they've given their perspective and instead of responding to that, you give your perspective and you really change things around, you get a different outcome. So you're not, I would say, because you're not fearful, and worry, which is the 9 of Swords, represents fear. I mean, worrying comes from fear. What if she doesn't come home tonight? I'm worried. So you can free yourself from fear or you are freed from fear and worry because you're totally in tune spiritually and you're balanced within yourself. So you feel like you need to progress and it's a no-brainer. So if you get freedom today, intellectual freedom, but it's not the only thing that matters because we have all this blue, so this water here and blue and purple. So blue and purple again. So the way to be in control is to use your thoughts to cut off things that bind you. And you're going to walk further into the land of water and spirit, the land of blue and purple, where you really feel good about yourself. You're not afraid. You feel like you're in control and it's just a nice state of mind. It's a feeling of potency. It's a feeling of, I am able to achieve wonderful things in my life because I think, therefore I am and do. Really, really powerful. This is a woman who's completely taken her power back and she's celebrating that and she's celebrated for it. And she's come such a long way. And every one of us has been in this situation. Often, Wayne Dyer wrote a book called There's a Spiritual Solution to Every Problem. It's a really wonderful book. If you're running out of things to read on your reading list, I'd recommend that. I hope you have a lovely day. Number-wise, let's see. We've got 21 and 18. 38, 39. And then we have 9, so that's 48. 4 and 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 is about new beginnings, communication. So use your own ideas to communicate your needs, not other people's needs, your needs. So it's like, it's all very well that you have this policy, but I actually want to get out of here right now. So, you know, I'm not interested in your policy, that kind of thing. Where someone kind of buries you under a ton of legalese stuff, or you just feel controlled, or whatever that is, you really are sharp enough and naturally motivated enough to move forward and to start something of your own and to take your control and your power back. So congrats. Enjoy your power and listen to your feelings and let them guide you in how to use that power best, because you see all this red here and orange. Stay down here in the orange land of control and being happy, not up here where you're going overboard and where you're angry and you're using your energy to really not just free yourself, but to use the swords and stab people with them, you know, like going overboard and really being too aggressive, too assertive. Nice balance. Have a lovely day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. When you get to the site, you'll see my lovely face and it says book your reading now. Click on that button to order your reading with me. At the moment, I also am running a discount. Coupon code Spring Special. Just make sure you've got the 2 capital S's there and you put it together as one word. And you'll get 25% off all priority and emergency sessions. So that's a quarter off. So it's a big chunk. Have a look at that and the regular readings that are available. I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology in my readings and my intuition. So I mix all of those up. And if you have a question, what am I supposed to do work-wise? What's the bigger picture here? What's my life purpose? What are my talents? What do I have to watch out for? What's the next step? Who am I? What should I have done? I've got regret. Is it reasonable? I've got this idea of maybe starting something. Is this something I should be doing, or am I being silly? Any kind of things like that we can talk about, and I can give you clarity on that. If you like this reading, then please hit the subscribe button and share it online. As always, have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.